So what is your name, year, and major slash minor?
So I'm Hannah Grace Mayfield. I'm a junior and a master's student on the Accelerated Master's Program track. So my major is news media and my minor is studio art.
Okay. And what is your position here at the Crimson White?
So I'm the assistant photo editor. I've been at the CW for 3 years and worked my way up to that editor position. So I spend basically all my time at the Office of Student Media.
And why is the Crimson White important to you?
The Crimson White is important to me because we are on such a large campus, and so news has to get out to keep students safe and accountable as well. We report on the Student Government Association, we report on sports, we cover cultural events such as the Sakura Festival last semester. I think it's just important to keep students informed.
And what benefits does having the CW bring to campus?
Oh my goodness, so many. I mean, I don't think a town is a town without a newspaper, and every university that I visited has had a newspaper just to keep students in the loop.
Okay. What is your reason for other students maybe to join the CW?
Because it's awesome. Well, first of all, obviously, it looks great on your resume, but it's also just really fun. You spend so much time with these people that you get to know them really well, and it can become your campus community.
And what motivates you to remain unbiased as a journalist and reporter?
Well, I mean, it's in the SPJ Code of Ethics. It's just to be truthful, be objective. I mean, obviously, with pictures, it's a little bit more difficult to change what is in the picture, so truth is easier to get to. But to be a newspaper, you have to stay unbiased.
Now, in terms of the roles you have had in the Crimson White, what has been your favorite and probably your least favorite?
So, okay, how the photo desk works is we are contributors our first year, we are staff photographers our second year, and we either become the assistant photo editor or the photo editor our junior and senior years. So I've been in every role, and this year I'm an editor. And obviously, it's been the best. I get to help other photographers get better at their craft. I get to watch them grow in their craft, and I also get to cover football, which is just awesome.
What has been like the one favorite memory you have working on the team so far?
Oh gosh. So the football game versus Tennessee this year was amazing. We obviously knew we were going to win. So everybody started smoking cigars with about 5 minutes left in game time, which I feel like was a little early. But what? We started getting pictures of that super early, and it was awesome. And I had been told that after the team went into the locker room, they would then come back out with cigars. So I waited for about 20 minutes on the field, and finally the team came running back, and they went into the student section. They went in with the fans in the section where you pay more money, right in the end zones, and they got in there and they just helped the fans out with their cigar stuff. That's really all I can say. But they were just having a really good time, and it made me realize that they are still college students. And my pictures were awesome, so that was fun.
Okay, great. How big is the team that you work with on a daily basis?
So the photo desk, we have 15 or 16 photographers. I spend most of my time with my photo editor, who also happens to be my roommate. So I really spend a lot of time with her. And then obviously we have our news desk, our culture desk, opinions, sports, and our multimedia. And so those all have an editor and an assistant editor, and that's what you see around me is where we make the magic happen here with all the editors.
Okay. And how much work would you say you put in throughout an average day?
uh, well, I suppose it depends because sometimes it's just an event that I can cover in an hour to an hour and a half, but on football game days, I'll work anywhere from probably 9 to 12 hours, especially homecoming weekend because we had the parade at 10 and I didn't get back to my apartment until 10 at night after the game. So it really ranges. Like today, I'm covering an event that'll probably take about 2 hours, and then editing like another 20 minutes. Um, it's always fulfilling no matter how long it takes.
What has been like your most favorite topic you've ever covered?
I love working gymnastics meets. Those are really fun because it's basically 4 different sports in one. And so you really get a chance to be creative, especially since they get a little repetitive. Once you get halfway through the season, they're doing the same routines, so you can really get creative. So that's like my sports one. But I also recently actually wrote an article and took some pictures for the Crimson White, and it was about the Alabama Public Library Association, and they are making some changes and taking funding away from some libraries. So I spent 5 hours in a meeting with their library board, getting to learn about all that and hear people's complaints and people who actually want the bill to pass. And so that was really impactful, I think.
Okay. So, what is one area that you think you need to improve on your skills in any type of way?
So, obviously, football is quite fast, but men's basketball is even faster. So, just in a technical standpoint, my reaction time needs to be faster because when they are going up for that dunk, you have about a millisecond to get your camera up there with them. So, like, technical wise, that's probably something that I need to get better at. But I also need to get better at not taking all of the events and working all the events and letting other people under me work them as well.
Okay. How long do you plan on being involved with the CW, or did you plan on being involved this long with the CW?
So actually, it's a really funny story. At Good On Board Day, my freshman year, the photo editor at the time said, "Hey, I have 3 photographers. Can you come apply to the CW?" I didn't hear anything back for about a month and a half, and I honestly forgot about it. And then I got an email saying I was accepted and covered an event the next day and just fell in love with it. So it's not something that I knew I would do at the university going in, but now I'm glad I've done it, and I plan to do it through my 4 years here.
Okay. How would you say the CW has contributed to making campus a better place?
Well, so I think that our reporting on the politics that we have on campus, like we have a lot of protests, we have a lot of vigils, and I think that if we don't cover those, it's possible that no other news organization will. So I think that the fact that we get the word out about what college students are saying, especially in Alabama, I think that's probably what's most important.
Okay, and just the final question, why did you join the CW?
I joined the CW because I knew that I wanted to do photography in some way, shape, or form. The pictures I applied with would not get me onto the desk now. Obviously, they were quite awful. But I knew I wanted to be involved in journalism. That's really it.